Bit of a fight here towards B now, and none of the shots quite connected. Finally, Prime Taps will put pen to paper and deal a devastating blow. And look at the CT dominance. ARCRED just didn't really have any util to actually blind any of these players, actually block off any of their angles. You see the smoke grenade come. It'll be interesting to see what happens if we get there. The Inferno pick's interesting. ARCRED only have 20% win rate on it. We've seen them play it 3 times here at the Proving Grounds. Not being a great showing of things. They won it in their initial game versus GG How, and then lost it 13-5 to Partisan and 13-8 to Sangao. So it's an interesting pick of Inferno. Look, this team's still backing themselves, which you have to do regardless of stats. But I'm curious if they've, what sort of work they've put on it. Maybe in certain breaks or time off that they've had in between their series that they've had. Because I think they're going to need to show us a decent amount to rotate in. Kakanita was solo. Kakanita will find one. Won't be able to double up. There's so much damage to Raijin. Smoke's dropped towards CT, and finally the T's can look to settle and get this bomb planted. Do you think it's been a little slow from ARCRED? Still not getting this bomb down. They're just allowing Simple to find one through the smoke. The smokes are going to start to fade. Just the tap of the bomb. Baiting out a nade, I suppose. But look, the smokes in CT are gone. In Donut, they're about to be. And ARCRED feel like this bomb is not going to go down. Not at least unless a few kills come through. SSJ does find one. With the help of Raijin, he's able to take down Nexa, but it leaves it all on Raijin now. There is a low HP Simple, so if Andu does fall, things get a little treacherous. Time is ticking, though. Swing comes through, nothing spotted from Raijin, back turned, and Andu 1 bullet. Huge mistakes here. This is not going to be a round 1 by us. Andu in front of the flames here. Bit of awkward spray onto Raijin, but still manages to convert. Now with Simple as backup. Can mop up the rest. Again, a very... Andu looking for some aggression down towards the B lanes. It's not going to come through because it's going to be a play up from ARCRED onto the B site. We'll just play Turks. Won't be able to find the first. Red Z. I highlighted what this young guy can do. He does find one. Nexa, though, in the rotations, finds 2 back, and Kakanita, rather than wrapping Donut, has gone all the way around. Great find from DSSJ. Kakanito gets one back, though. There's the trade. Still time for this defuse. Nexa is going to need to retrieve this defuse kit, because time is ticking without it. I think it's just a bit too slow here from BC.GAME with no kit. There's no time. Next is just looking for some kills at this point. And I mean, look, Kakanito does eventually pick up the defuse kit, but I think considering how good the money was from BC.GAME, and I just praised how good it was, I'm surprised we didn't have many defuse kits actually purchased. Again, ARCRED, a faster play on B. Yeah, Jekka getting sent in. And Red Z will be caught out as well. A bit more fighting here as things are getting a little bit dicey, but mainly for ARCRED is you've just got Raijin, low HP, scurrying his way towards A, Simple USP in hand. And he knows that he's low. And flick from Simple, no need for the USP. Doesn't matter if they're low HP or not. Has been taken. Gonna look for a bit more in Donut though, but it's a setup here between Kakanito and Nexa. Simple rotated in as well, but Kakanito will be dropped. Simple finds the first. Prime Taps is by his side. And this is what I mean. I love this sort of small bit of re-aggression. You've seen a player cross towards Red Room. Very close to Prime Tap's position. Will make contact, but no kill confirmed. So we're going to have a disadvantage post-plant for ARCRED. Even more disadvantage now as Andu strikes from the back lines. Andu once more. And Raijin completely caught out by Nex's position. at a bare minimum, BC.GAME will walk away with the lead, moving on to the second half. Prime Taps, his B defense can only yield one. They do still have Andu here, but it doesn't matter. GetJekka is on a tear. A couple of kills found here. Simple rotates in. Nade on the bomb site could find it well placed enough. 5 HP. And I'm surprised ARCRED are hunting this heavily, because the money's actually in a very good spot for BC.GAME. But ARCRED themselves, they don't have a lot of cash in the bank. I think if they ended up losing a couple of kills, which they're not actually going to, they ended up finding Prime Taps? Not Prime Taps. They ended up finding Next, I believe, very cleanly. I want to see this team build from it now, though. We'll be this playthrough mid, but look how deep the CTs already are. Raijin actually super good job to find at least one. A lone wolf play by Red Zed. Has Zed went here alone? I don't know. Alright, Util at the back of the bomb site. Prime Tap's being forced into the open where DSSJ will find 3 versus 3 as the nade of the smoke shows nothing. ARCRED now will push. As we saw, just getting the bomb down was a bit of an issue for them last time. Won't be so much of an issue now. BC.GAME tried to fight before the bomb could even be planted. Unfortunately for them, both plays fall as they do emerge onto their bomb site. Simple just going to look for a save again. Great find onto DSSJ, and that could cause some danger here. He's ready for GetJekka. It's a 1v1. Gonna respect the control and space taken by the CT. Simple occupying the same angle we saw previously. We'll find Red Zed again. No instant trade from DSSJ. It's going to allow Simple to reposition and find a second. Still here, finally. Misses a shot, but he's got the 2-man advantage. The nade being thrown. The T's are still trying to fight this 1v1 onto Simple, and he won't miss shots like that. Has overlooked Raijin's position, but it doesn't matter. He's done enough work here. 3 kills found. And he puts his team now. ARCRED just made it look easy, but Simple. I think we needed a bit more util to be thrown out to make him feel uncomfortable. I think we needed to see a bit more aggression here. Still a whole second half to be played on map number 1, so I'm getting a bit ahead of myself here. As the T's this time have taken full control of middle. Raijin alongside Raijin. Simple just gets domed. What a find by Raijin. Kakanito will get a trade, but GetJekka just sort of needs to make sure his teammates don't fall all too quickly beforehand. Andu will get a freebie there onto Raijin. Starting to rotate in now, and GetJekka is just exposed in the open, not ready for Andu to be able to just waltz his way out of A main. And this makes this post plant look a bit flimsy now for ARCRED. Exort jumps across, allows Andu to deal the damage while he finishes off the player. And a Red Zed alone, switching to the Galil. The bomb needs to be defused now. Someone has to get on it. And just the tap, just the bait. Red Zed found through the smoke and the bomb. And I think that's just one thing that a lot of people were very excited about when they've seen this lineup on paper. You've got Andu, I mean, such a young player being brought in, I think deserved this chance. But okay, I'll stop talking about BC.GAME as Raijin just had a quick triple hit with the USPs, wanting to ensure that ARCRED at least win this. As ARCRED are just going to respect this. And they wanted to take an early fight, knowing that 5 versus 2 is unlikely as it is, so needs to try to find something beforehand. At the back of the bomb site, so many bodies coming his way, nothing to be found. Kakanito 1v5, not even a point of damage dealt to the CDs. What a round, what a few kills from Raijin on the ramp aggression, completely obliterated. Not any of the game plan that BC CTs actually. In fact, BC.GAME have all crept up here. The flashbangs need to come through. Have been thrown, but are BC.GAME going to be ready for this double cave setup? Simple will find one, but every one of his teammates is falling around him. It's all on Simple. 1 versus 3, but the lack of ammo is his biggest issue. So Solid util usage out of ARCRED early doors. Kakanito with his Tech 9 desperately spamming away, but the flashbang lined up from Ryujin is near perfect. It does go down. Ryujin's rotated back in. This round should have lost most of its potency now. Bomb plant will be a great addition. Slightly too short. I find it so interesting how GetJacker is playing towards middle in this round. Been doing it a few times, just holding it from very deep in CT, trusting that this B defense has everything covered, and so far so good. PrimeTap's Molly will actually be able to get the trade though. All square in this one. Molotov thrown at the back of the bomb site will take down PrimeTaps thanks to a couple of spams through the smoke as well. And he's low and won't be able to GetJacker. And BC.GAME another buys because GetJacker doesn't seem to be all too interested in fighting it too heavily. That's a great find from Kakanito through the smoke, just spamming away, will find the success, and Ryujin, the only defender here, has to stall, will be doing more than that though as he finds Andu. So much damage dealt to Nexa, but all down low himself. And that could be the kill that determines the round. It's a huge one for DSSJ to find as the rest of the bomb site hold does crumble under the weight of the ARCRED retake. Definitely opportunities though. All the T's in that one. The bomb plant's going to be nice anyway, just into mid in this round. Had a bit of a weaker mid hold in the past, not so much in this one. Andu could get caught out, but Ryujin doesn't connect the bullets when needed to, so Andu comes out on top, and with 30 seconds on the clock, BC.GAME are going to start to pounce towards B. Massive information from Andu, to say the least. And it's just drawn Red Zed's attention towards Red Room. BC.GAME can just push out onto the bomb site, very hesitant to do so. Finally will. Andu still causing a real ruckus towards mid. Andu finds his third. Look at all this pressure Andu's taken away. Just kind of BC.GAME line up for an execute over on the B bomb site. ARCRED have rotated, GetJacker over here. It's a 3-man hold from them. Andu first up. Finds it again. And the B defense has fallen pretty easily as Andu continues to want to search and hunt for more. Takes down GetJacker, and it's all on DSSJ. Andu again. They didn't need the save. They will still get an investment out. Ryujin is just on an MP9, and util's not perfect, but they found the opening kill. Finally, Andu has been dealt with, and maybe that means BC.GAME will be dealt with in this one. Oh, maybe not with shots like that. Ryujin caught in the jiggle. ＳIMPL will take him down. Tries to press the issue, but Red Zed will get the trade out. And there's so many CTs here on this bomb site. Nexa is just going to wait out this smoke towards cave. Does find Red Zed eventually. I just don't think he's going to be even remotely aware of Ryujin also deep into the bomb site. Does actually jump across. Exort does connect the shot. DSSJ pushes the smoke. PrimeTap's there for the trade. And the time is ticking. PrimeTap's position towards CT now. GetJacker should be aware of this. He's cleared out all the other possibilities. The swing comes through. PrimeTap's finds. But it's Nexa that deserves so much of the credit there. Such a disadvantaged round, and BC.GAME just need the one to close things out. But Ryujin has other ideas. Deagle shot from CT connects. Does get traded out. And a 4 versus 4 as ＳIMPL drops the bomb across. How is DSSJ so quick? It has been cleared, has been spotted, and SIMPL punishes. BC.GAME feel like they've done enough here to close things out on Ancient, and a quick few kills from the T's will confirm it by the looks of things. It all lies on Red Zed, who does eventually go down. 13-8 victory from BC.GAME towards long, and PrimeTap spamming a couple of bullets through the smoke with the dual Berettas as he's starting to get swarmed upon on A. tucked himself here behind the boxes, but nothing to be found with the jewelries. Red Z elevating himself up. Made life challenging. Kakanito gets a freebie there onto DSSJ, who just overlooks the library angle. Well, Kakanito does have the awareness that he could be getting flanked upon. All going to be about timing. Just gave it the one look, though. And the remaining BC game players all advancing from middle. Still a chance here as Andu finds Raijin. Pushing in alone though, Andu does go down. Simple still yet to strike. And it looks like he might just be going for a save. Bullet's not connected. Oh, alive and kicking towards Harful. Keeping the T's at bay for now. We know how lethal this 5-7 can be in closer range, but does some decent damage, but no kill able to be converted from him as ARCRED just look to go for just a basic hit into B now. Have been halted though. Next to finding that kill. Rotation still not coming through from BC.GAME as they are just still waiting to see if Nixa can do enough, and Nixa can. 3 kills on the B defense. It's still not over though. ARCRED panicking what site to rotate into as they do make their way back up towards A. It is the unmanned site. BC.GAME have fully rotated towards B. Smoke towards Moto is going to make things very tough for BC.GAME. They're just going to have to wait. Likely just have to wait this smoke out. Maybe this is just where the CTs might even concede this one, but you can see how quick they're taking this. They do want to properly give this one a good go. A lot of it obviously relies on Simple. He can get the trade and not instantly being taken down by Getjeka. Mactain creeps ever closer, but the AK is what this CT side is going to look like for BC.GAME. Simple under pressure finds the first. It is a double lap setup. No kill found by Prometheus. What a kill from Simple. Quick onto DSS. 34 seconds on the clock. Have to make your move somewhere, and ARCRED are going to be headed back towards A. With Primetap's going down, we've got a low HP Simple in pit, but he still finds the impact. Red Z falls. It's a tight angle, and still Simple comes out on top. 13 seconds remaining. Simple is going to need the help from Kakanito eventually. Surely, maybe not, though. Simple finds the quad kill. Smoke and 3 flashbangs have to be used to perfection. These aggression starts. The Molotov is dropped. Prime taps again. He's going down for nothing. Simple will take down the SSJ as he tries to rotate in and help his teammate, and will be able to. Finds Getjeka. Simple again with the AWP. So he can get found. And even if they're still disadvantaged, they will have the bomb site. Be able to get a bomb plant and maybe get set up, retrieve some weapons to give themselves a good chance on a retake. Or on a post plant, I should say. See, Simple's certainly feeling confident now. Wants to take every fight. Raijin will shut him down, and no instant trade. Kakanito takes a couple. Does have time to work with. If Raijin just stays glued towards short, which he will, he had a chance, but Prime Tap's just slightly too quick on the trigger there. Gives you a chance to bounce back. All square now. The 3-0 start from ARCRED has disappeared. Simple watching the edge of the smoke. We'll watch 2 players push through. Takes down the player with util in hand. And sadly, not the one with a gun out. But it is still the man advantage for ARCRED. Prime Taps here in apartments. Goes down for nothing again. And a 3v3 retake. It's a diffuse kit on Andu. Plenty of utility for BC.GAME to work with. Have so much of it at their disposal. Majority priority onto Nexa, but he's not able to use any of it as DSSJ just rips his head off. The remaining CETs looking at their economy. They just want to save, make sure they get a buyout on the next. Not going to be financially broken yet. Info from Simple spotting out the SSJ. Needs to be careful not to go for that peek again as he is being held. And who flashed in, but Red Z playing anti. Gives the T's the early kill. We haven't seen ARCRED head all too many times over towards B. You wonder if that's due to Nexa shutting down this aggression on what essentially was just an eco with some saved weapons. But Prime Taps and Simple do combine on A. A killer piece from them, so although Andu will get taken down early, it is still an advantage for the CT side. And this time we are going to see that B defense tested. Contact play from ARCRED. The setup that the CTs are playing now is affording a lot of room up ARCRED here as they look to take space, but Simple rotating in. Simple's doing it all. He's on an absolute tear. We have had 8 rounds of play. Simple's on 15 kills. The T's are just waiting this out. Yeah, Jekka is just faking presence towards A. Will be found by Prime Taps, but the actual B hit comes through now. Nexa under pressure. Flashbang comes over. Nexa gets a freebie. Can just look to delay, but the swarm starts to crunch in on him. Kakanito just going to look to deny the bomb, and he's done it. The round has been won. Kakanito. The SSJ is going to look for something here in middle. He is being held. I like that they have the boiler player peek first, just forcing Simple off the angle, but DSSJ is found by Kakanito instead. A shot from Simple, not something we see too much this game. Should just be a bit of an easy cleanup. They're the 2 weapons falling. Jekka has retrieved the AK. Now Raijin on the AWP. ARCRED fully turn the tables and now make their way towards A, but we can see the defense from the CTs has become a bit more traditional. Playing a bit more passive, so it is going to have to be the T's fully making their way up into this bomb site to actually find anything. And it should be an easy cleanup. It's all on Raijin. Simple will connect the shot just to see this half. Even 7-5. A 3-0 start that they had, it feels like it hasn't been fully optimized. A shot from Simple cost him his life as Jekka from underpass connects. Flashbang sent Anduin finds the first. And ARCRED not going to even question going through this smoke, but Andu finds a second as Raijin is caught exposed behind the smoke, and a quick 2-man advantage after Jekka finds the opening kill for ARCRED. They get this bomb down before these rotations come through, and seemingly not quick enough. Already Nexa deep in banana, and nade of the CT smoke. We'll go 1 for 1, but the CT surely won't mind that as the bomb starts to get planted now. Nexa has made his way from banana. DSSJ not spotted, and Nexa will find that 7 on the board for BC.GAME. This is the 2-1 record match. The winner of this will advance the playoffs. The loser goes to 2-2, the last chance matchup there. Andu will get found early. Still, the T's are going. Nexa does get a trade. Can't back away in time, though. Could have just been thrown towards default, and Red said maybe could have been found. Simple getting boosted up here. Spots out 2. Will find the first. Info where Red Z is now. And 3 vs 3, and the bomb's still yet to be planted. Obviously, BC.GAME have used quite a vast amount of their utility. Simple caught out on the smoke fade, and Prime Taps takes a ton of damage as well. Let's end up getting a dink on to Jekka. But Kakanito, who is just waiting out this smoke in ruins, finally getting sent through. They're aware that Red Z was towards the new box area, but it's DSSJ defined, and ARCRED here in CT. And with the smoke down, the bomb site's being taken. Quite a passive hold from ARCRED. But look how quick the rotations are. 3 players in banana. PrimeTaps is going to spot a lot more as this smoke fades in banana. Smoke thrown by ΣΥΜΠΛ is going to make his life a little bit more awkward. As these bullets just aren't connecting, the CT's overwhelmed. It's all on Kakanito. 1 versus 4. He finds the first, using this smoke perfectly. Will eventually get taken down, and there's no chance Kakanito can pull off a miracle clutch there. And how much it helped them out in the first half. I might just be thinking if I'm BC.GAME, let's get on the weapons. A lot of fighting from Raijin and Banana. Again, the flashbangs are unbelievable from Nexa. I don't think they're able to be fully utilized on the pistol. In this round, they certainly are. As Andu gets an easy double kill. Raijin finds Nexa. Andu completes the triple, and ARCRED have... So far, with BC.GAME looking towards this portion of the map. Certainly feels like the AWP is going to be in the action. And I don't believe this AWP's even been known. So I think that's going to be a bit of a surprise for Andu. The flashbang sent in is good here as Nex is isolated and found. Instant impact here from ARCRED. Look at the rotations from the CTs as well. A 3-man B hold to now a 4-man A1. Jekka has been spotted out in middle. Kakanito would hear the steps of Red Z, but DSSJ rotates in and finds this impact. And it's just been a, which does sort of feel like it just gives an easy 9th to ARCRED. I mean, unless Andu can make things work with this AK. Molotov's good there to hold back the T's. It is just a 2-man A setup now, as I think ARCRED realised they have gambled wrong. They're able to make their way towards this bomb site in time. As the push does start to come through, the SSJ finds the first. It's easy pickings. As Andu does get taken down. Kakanito on the Tech 9, only able to find 1 before being traded out. But probably, I've seen some strange decisions from BC.GAME since this roster's formed. In terms of, they'll like to go for a couple of force buys every now and again, where I think maybe they shouldn't. But I don't mind it. In general, I don't mind if a team of a ton of really good individuals want to go for a force buy, sure. But I think this has been the strangest and probably worst. Is eventually going to punch in the digits now. Bomb does go down. Next on this Deagle has to find something. We'll get the first. Able to back away. Knows there's a second here. Great find from Nexa. Can't complete the triple. But he's given ΣΥΜΠΛ a chance. Swap it over to the Deagle himself. The bullets don't connect, but eventually a headshot comes through. And look. Throw Haven on A. Get Jekka and Raijin defending this bomb site. Raijin making his way further into the site just so he can be involved in the action. Both players will find 1 kill apiece. The trading's not here for the CTs, and you're allowing people like DSSJ to rotate in. Kakanito finds the first. ΣΥΜΠΛ has to get this trade and will eventually do so, but Andu has been battered and bruised as he's been given the AWP on 17 points of health. The smoke towards Moto is about to fade, and ΣΥΜΠЛ's in danger of getting out here. Let's bait out the AWP shot. Still here towards default, but will be taken down. Andu on the AWP's rotated in. Just waiting in the apartments. He needs to find his first. He will be able to swap it over to the AK now. Backs away before DSSJ can find the kill. And it is the full stick of the bomb. It is so well played from DSSJ. Just rotated across. There hasn't been enough contact made. And the T's just waiting to explode out onto this bomb site. Util range down now. Raijin has been able to rotate in. Throwing flashbangs just to support, just to delay. Red Z, first point of contact, goes down to the Tech 9 of PrimeTaps. PrimeTaps finds a second with the Tech. Finally will be shut down, and he just sends himself in to be traded out. brilliant entries from Prime Taps into 5 of them. That's just going to push this smoke by the looks of things. There's a flashbang to boot. Simple fully blinded. 2 for 2. But Andu gets a couple onto the bomb site, and that kills any chance of this one. Raiji will push through. And yeah, that's what I mean. What are we seeing now? Well, we saw this from BC.GAME, where they go for their ARCRED. Nothing fancy, just a hit through B. Through the smoke they go. Raijin in CT, desperately spamming away, but is fully blinded as Andu pushes through. Nexa takes down RedZ, and the final 3 ARCRED players, as hard as it might be to call, you just need to keep these weapons alive. You've got to save. Give up. ARCRED have sort of been conditioned these last couple of rounds, just have an extra man towards B. Due to BC.GAME putting so much stock into this, DSSJ has to turn from the flash. He's able to, quick enough to flick back to Andu. And Nexus just feels like he has to drop the smoke. He has the bomb towards B. Raijin peeking out through library, gets an easy double. And this round certainly has not gone to plan for BC.GAME. Simple creeps his way up onto the bomb site, does get found by GetJekka. And Nexa in a 1 versus 4. Hasn't actually been spotted out by the library player just yet. We'll find the first, not able to turn in time for Raijin. Surprised BC.GAME haven't clocked that they might be able to abuse towards A early, but Kakanito knows that DSSJ's here and instead gonna abuse him early. Last peak thrown, still 2 defenders here, RedZ and Raijin. They have to be the difference makers, and both of them find 1 kill apiece. Raijin, if you can at least get 1 more. She won't be able to, so it is going to be a disadvantage retake attempt as the bomb starts to get planted, but will be delayed out thanks to the Molotov. Both CTs retaking from the same position. Simple will find the first and GetJekka in a 1 versus 3 to give his team any chance here. He does find the first. Missed shot from Simple. Simple dinked down now by Kakanito. Just a 1 bullet needed from his AK. And BC.GAME are victorious as they take things on Inferno 13-10 and take things in this series in a 2-0 fashion. Simple again. Another great game from him. We obviously had Simple and Andu leading the lines. Obviously, Simple did slow down since moving on to the second half. I think he had like